I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that night shift. I don't care. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that night shift. I don't care. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that night shift. I don't care. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that night shift. I don't care.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever the time is from your end, I want to use this time to appreciate you and to thank you for joining me. It is actually in the morning for my end, but I'm very sure because of the time difference that we have, some of you is going to be in the afternoon, some of you at night, and etc. But we are grateful to be here. We are grateful to be here. Thank you so very kindly. There are a lot of other things we are going to use this time to discuss. And please, as usual, we always ask that you do us this favor. And this favor that we require of you is to kindly hit for us the share button so that at the end of the day, all of us can be able to interact. I thought to come on this morning so that I can put out some things that have been really disturbing to all of us. We are not excited, or it is not an exciting news to hear people going to where they're supposed to seek medical attention for their own revival, or where they are supposed to be going to seek medical attention so that they can feel healthy. We go to these facilities and come back with even worse condition, or one would say worse condition. This morning, I was flipping through my Facebook stuff that I most of the time, just keep there. And there is something that is becoming very, very troubling in Liberia that has to do with the medical malpractices that is going on. I don't know when this is going to be looked at seriously by this government, but I see an increase in medical malpractices under this administration, that is the Boakai-led administration. And it's concerning because most of the people who are victim of these medical malpractices are not people who are worthy. They are not people who one would say are well placed in society. These are the common people. And some of the people who are able to voice out what is happening to them are people maybe by chance they come across somebody who is magnanimous enough to allow their voices or their voice to be heard. I am thinking about the many others who do not have the opportunity to speak to somebody who will hear their voice or their voices. I'm thinking about them. There is something that is becoming very dangerous in our society under this Boakai-led administration, and if care is not taken, our health facilities will be just another area where you will go and contract sickness or come back with a lot of implications that may end your life. I am going to play you the first video. I'm going to play you a video here from the Liberia. I think they call themselves Liberia Medical, whoever they are, Liberian Medical, whatever. But I'm going to play you the video. And let me see. Should have it right here. This is scary. People supposed to be going to medical facility for at least a solution to their medical problem, not to go there and leave from there with another heavy medical expense or medical burden. And this is becoming scary for us as Liberians. And maybe people choose not to speak about it, but at least this morning, I'm going to add my voice to others who've already spoken about it, or if not, I am going to be the one who will speak about it today. So I am looking for that identical video and I'm going to play it. Just bear with me. I want to play that video that I saved somewhere. Okay. Oh, took it from there. What I'm seeing here is like they took the video of. Oh, wow. What I'm seeing here is like they took the video off. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Let me see. I think they took the video down. They took the video down. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Let me try something here again. See, let me go to somewhere. Just bear with me. I want to play a video here, and then we can. I took the video down. Wow. Ah, they took the video. Okay. Let me go on the other side. Just bear with me. Let me go on the other side to see. Let me go somewhere. Uh, Okay, let me go somewhere and see. Okay, fine. I will go somewhere else and get this video. Let me get it and put it here. I will save it right here. Yeah, I will save it right here. This is not the video that I want to show you, but I will show you this video. Okay.
They are in a unfortunate situation, but we know other people are doing it. So the coming up thing today, we have a tax force that is now embarking on.
So I have another video. The other video, I think they took it down, or I need to do some other stuff to get it. But I will get it. I will look through it. So I am playing you a video from the Liberia Medical and Dental Council. I think Dental Council or Association, or however they call themselves, either uh, you know, Liberia Medical and Dental Council or so, something like that. I'm going to play you this video, and I want us to listen very, very keenly. I want us to listen very keenly. The reason why I'm playing this video is because there is a new trend under this Joseph Newman Boakai administration, that any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just jump in some kind of scrub, jump in a lay place that they call a clinic, and they use that place to take advantage of our people. And unfortunately, the government is doing nothing much to ensure that our people are protected. People look at these medical facilities as a place to make money, and they forget about the actual services that they are supposed to be providing to our people. Anybody that have time, they look at their bedroom and say it's a clinic, not even having the proper medical practitioner to be assigned there. Those places that are open are not even up to standard. And most of the time, our people go there, come back from there with a lot of complications. And it's like nobody is talking about it. It is not becoming an issue of concern to us. I'm going to play this video and I want you to see something. I don't know if this is the new trend. People just feel they will just go to any backyard, how you call, or school, they call it medical school. And when they come, automatically they become a doctor. They start holding syringe, juking people, giving medical, diagnosis or whatever it is to people. And it's taking away our people's life. And these people are finding themselves in hospitals. And at the end of the day, our people go there and are the victim of these things. And Joseph Newman Boakai is relaxing comfortably. So I'm going to play you this video that I want us to listen to. I'm going to play you this video. Okay, let's play this video.
Section all drugstore are operating like a clinic. For me, I discard myself as county officer. I warn your play and all are sick. They will bring needle to me. I should stop it. I came here the first time, I discard myself and I saw people treating people. And in that time, I just told them, stop, you got to come back. And then I walk up. So today it was unfortunate to come today. As you can see, there's a drugstore that is operating like a clinic. And you will see everything will enter like a clinic. Get a patient chat, everything. When they fail, they will not play the end now. The patient is dying and they rush to Terraway Hospital. When the patient dies, then at Terraway kidding. If you want to be safe, go as soon as possible to the hospital or to a clinic that is recognized by us and the government, and then the necessary treatment will be taken as soon as possible and you get healed. But when you come here, and those guys are here that are not knowledgeable about medicine, and they just shut down anything in you, and you go back, they don't know, they don't treat, they just put medicine because they want to make profit. At the end of the day, you go back with that sickness, and after a couple of days, they get worsening. They start running to away. It become bad for us. So we say no. So as the same thing LMDC is doing in Monrovia, if you follow the news in recent time, fake doctors, fake nurses, treating and people dying, we don't want our citizens to die. So we are on top of our game now, and we'll be searching all drugstore. Drugstore is to sell on top of tablet, not pharmacy. But there are drugstore now selling tablet, selling IV medication, and also treating with patient chat. And that's what we see. It is unnecessary. And this time we'll take the necessary action. I won't over you will come and tell the news. We will seize all the IV medication. The person will tell the hospital to put in the car, and we carry all the kind of thing. You like it, go to court.
And what will happen after that? What do you want the next thing to be done after seizing all of the material from here? What next do you want to see happening?
They will take the next step because the fact remains that we.
Let me give you a background of this action. When President Weah took over as President of the Republic of Liberia, the Liberia Medical and Dental Council decided to set up a task force in the various counties. The responsibility of the task force was to ensure that every medical facility is in compliance with the law, to ensure that all of the places that are selling drugs, that the drugs that are there are up to date and they are the drugs that are supposed to be sold at that particular location. The team make sure or went out to inspect and make sure that the facility that is hosting those drugs, or we call drugstore, that they have the right temperature, the right people are there, and etc. That caused a serious problem. Some of the nurses who you heard singing, you get 20%, we give you 0%. Some of the doctors operate some of these clinics or some of these makeshift structure as their own private practice area. So when the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah started that initiative of inspecting health facilities across the country and ensuring that those ones that did not meet or did not meet the necessary requirement to even sell drugs, that they should close them down, it brought a serious problem because some of the doctors, who some of them, they were taking drugs. I repeat, some of them, they were taking drugs from these hospitals and carrying it to their homes or to some of the makeshift structure that they were operating as a clinic or whatever. They were not satisfied. Some of the nurses who were working in some of these hospitals were brave enough to open, according to them, drugstores. And in those drugstores, these nurses were brave enough to be treating people. And some of them don't even have a license to prescribe drugs. And they were there treating people. So when the Weah administration decided that we would take this particular issues seriously, because we cannot allow our people to just be vulnerable and to just be at the detriment of these quack, how you call people pretending to be medical practitioners. We cannot allow our people life to be at risk at them. Got them angry also. So when you saw during the Weah-led administration that nurses were angry, that health practitioners, they were angry, these were some of the things that they were angry about. These were some of the things that they really got mad at the Weah-led administration for, because they wanted to be left alone to do whatever they wanted to do. They wanted to just do their own thing. And because President Weah, this government, cares about the people, and his agenda was to ensure that the people becomes first in everything. These nurses who felt the government was taking something away from them decided that they will use their proximity to medical facilities to make the government unpopular. I spoke to a friend a few days ago, and he was telling me he worked with the same Liberia Medical Dental Council. He said, Prince, one of the things that really, really hurt the government, which actually is evil on the part of our own people, was this issue of the medical people that you see. He said, almost at all of these big hospitals, do you know that these nurses, some of them are not even qualified to even hold injection? Do you know that at their homes, they were almost like operating drugstores? Do you know some of these people at their homes, they were treating people? And some of these people who were doing these things, they even have the medical knowledge to even prescribe one correct prescription for typhoid, but they were treating people. You go there with one sickness, you come also with another dangerous sickness. You go there for them to go administer malaria, whatever on you, or treatment on you. You come back with a dangerous sickness. And because the government decided that we take the initiative to ensure that the medical field is clean of some of these people who are not medical practitioners, it caused a serious problem. So some of them that were working at the Vera Medical Center, when they go there, because of the action that the government took to close down some of their homes that they were practicing and infecting people, they come with that anger to the hospital. So when they see patient, they don't even treat you with respect, because that anger is already there. Some of the clinics that they were operating, this makeshift structure that does not even resemble a place that people are supposed to go to even buy aspirin. When the government took the action, telling them that, look, if you want to operate a clinic, do what is right. He said some of these people were even selling expired drugs in some of these clinics. Expired drugs in some of these clinics. Some of these places, the condition, the atmospheric condition was not even safe enough to host these drugs, because some of the drugs, they need certain temperature, and if they are exposed to maybe a temperature that is abnormal, it damages the effectiveness of the drugs. So at the end of the day, you will see a drugs, even though it will say the expiration date, for example, is 2030, but because of the atmosphere that drugs was exposed to, It damages the content of the drugs, that medical properties that is in the drugs that should be very effective to fight whatever is supposed to fight, because the atmosphere is not conducive to host the drugs. It damages the property. So when you put it in your body, nothing become effective. That's why you see sometimes you buy drugs in Liberia that is meant for malaria. You take it over and over and over and again. You just taking it, and it's not even helping. It's not even helping, because some of these drugs are exposed to conditions that are not medically advisable. So when President Weah did that, it caused them to be angry. They were angry. Oh, what the government taking out to be? Oh. So they took the anger and carried to the hospitals. So when they are treating patients, they treat you with disrespect. They treat you less than a human. Some of the doctors who were operating makeshift structure, because some of these drugstore and some of these clinics you see, they are owned by some of these doctors. They are owned by some of them. So government went there and said, you can't operate this. It does not meet any, medical criteria to operate as a clinic. So you got to close it down. So the doctor come to the hospital with that anger. At the end of the day, he will be there and will not even touch patient, because the anger is in him. At the end of the day, he comes, he spend 1-2 hours, he leave from there and go. And when critical cases are brought to the hospital, doctor is nowhere around. Then nurses want to try example. And at the end of the day, they go and damage people. President Weah was able, through his team, to set up a task force. At a certain point in time, what happened? Joseph Numa Boakai took over as president of the Republic of Liberia. Do you know that this makeshift structure that was closed by the Weah-led administration, they now open them? Do you know that it is now open? Are you aware that some of these doctors or some of these nurses that were operating hospital, let me put it that way, so-called hospital in their rooms, do you know that they have come back? Do you know that they are now back? Do you know that people who are not even medical students are sitting in clinics and pretending to be medical practitioners? Are you aware of that? Do you know that the medical field now is so much infested with these angry people who, during the Weah-led administration, he decided that, look, you cannot operate this place because you are not one, a medical practitioner. You have no certificate, no nothing to prove that you are a medical person, and you opening this particular facility. The condition says not even conducive to keep drugs there, so you can't. Do you know that these people now, they now come back and they are operating their various medical, whatever you will call it, around? Do you know that some of the people who could not even work in medical facilities under the Weah-led administration, are you aware that they are now back? I will play you something here. Let me play this, and I want you to listen. There's a reason why I am playing this. There's a reason why I'm playing it. I want you to listen here.
We take our action. You let it go to court. You let it go to the law, but it's my right to on material hour to save the people of Bongema, save the people of Lofa from malpractices.
But this is a serious crime on our law. Don't you think it would be necessary to invite the police?
It is true. As you have invited the police entirely, you should be in jail because all those that have been arrested in Morovia, they are in jail. But I want to do it. One of the couple with this serve as a deterrent to other people because people have survived, but you can only survive on time in jail. You are a just too. And he's an OPA. I know it. You know what it is. I was just telling you, yes, he's not having medication. That one called low, 90. I got a car, I got a car. So, okay. Will be open now. We'll move there. We're moving straight to where they have the treatment here. And
all right, stay with us. We are in here. This is the.
So this, as you can see, they have a face of a drugstore. You can see they have a face of a drugstore, but when you enter now,
You see how these people are now politicizing the health of our people? You listening to this man saying, I get good heart. Does he really have a good heart or a bad heart? This is in Lofa. Does he really have a good heart or a bad heart? You went there as an inspector, knowing very well that this particular man should not even be operating that place as a clinic or however you call it. And that place should be shut down. But according to you, he said the men are old men. And you see what is happening under the Boakai-led administration. And you see how our people are dying. And you see the people who are supposed to be ensuring or who are supposed to ensure that our people's life are protected. They are now exposing our people to quack doctors around and quack medical practitioners. I will carry this back and I want you to listen. I get stuff here. I want you to listen. Let me carry this back. Listen to this.
serve as a deterrent to other people because the next step, because the fact remains that we take our action. A person will tell the hospital to put in a car and we carry all the carry out thing. You like it, go to court.
And what will happen after that? What do you want the next thing to be done after seizing all of the materials from here? What next do you want to see happening?
They will take the next step because the fact remains that we take our action. You let it go to court. You let it go to the law, but it's my right to on material hour to save the people of Bongema, save the people of Lofa from malpractices.
But this is a serious crime on our law. Don't you think it would be necessary to invite the police?
It is true. As you have invited the police entirely, you should be in jail because all those that have been arrested in Morovia, they are in jail. But I want to do it. One of the couple with this serve as a deterrent to other people because people have survived, but you can only survive on time in jail. You are a just too. And he's an OPA. I know it. You know what it is.
You hear it? And you see how our system becoming so polluted with politicians when you put them in medical areas. So you hear this man who is supposed to be enforcing the law is compromising the people's health because he know the man. Oh, the man's an old man. The man's an old man. I know him. And you see what we're talking about. And you see how evil Joseph Numa Boakai is. They have infiltrated the medical field with their politics. They have infested the medical field with their politicians. So at the end of the day, people who should be implementing, you know what it means to compromise the people's life? Only because according to him, I know the man. He's an elderly man. I know him. I don't want you to believe me. These are the kind of things that we are faced with under the Boakai-led administration. And you see, these are some of the things that make people scared. Those of you or those of us who come from abroad, you go to Liberia, you don't even know the status of these people that are treating you. You see some of the things that are happening. And the people who are appointed to enforce or to ensure that these people cooperate with the law on the book before they can even open clinic or drugstore or whatever. They are now compromising the people's life in the name of another man. The man is an old man. And you see what we are faced with as Liberians. Honor the old man Boakai administration. Boakai, who already is not too well, that is supposed to ensure that health is of priority to both him and our people. You see, the old man only care about himself and they don't care about the Liberian people. This is scaring. Let me carry this back and you listening.
No, but Apple with this she serve as a deterrent to other people because people have survived, but you can only survive on time and here you are a drugstore. And it's a whole part. I know that is. I was just telling now, yes, it's not having medication. That Apple low 90.
You think by seizing the IV medication, that man will not get it back? And you see what we're talking about? So you leave that place, which is a death trap. In the name of another man, I will seize the IV medication. But you leave the clinic there. There are people that will come. If possible, now he will do it clandestinely. In fact, he will even do it more dangerously. You take that now, he will make a house to be the place that he will carry on the treatment. Because now that he know that you are there, and maybe because you know him, you come there and you just seize the IV medication. At the end of the day, the people who will come there will say, "Go to my house." You see how Joseph Newman Boakai has polluted our system. When we tell you that under this government, we are retrogressing in everything. We are going backward. Some of you say, "Yo, cause they certify. Oh, they want it hungry. Oh, they want a seditions to position." And you see what we're talking about. You see it now. I want us to listen further.
I got a car,
Yeah.
I got a car. So,
You hear this man who is employed by we, the Liberian people. We're paying this idiot to ensure that the law is implemented. This idiot is standing on this particular platform in an open on the international wire and saying, "I get can't hat." So because I get can't hat, I will lead a man. Because I get can't hat, I will not have money. I know I get can't hat. And you see how people can die in our country. And you see. And you see under the Boakai administration what is happening. And you see it for yourself. And you're hearing it. Because sometimes when we say it, that's why I like to be in studio so I can bring you the video of these things. These are how our people are dying. You that is supposed to implement the law, you say you get can't hat, so you will allow the man to continue his act. And these things are only happening because these people are politicians. You take politicians and put them to areas that serious medical practitioners to be. You put politician there. So you can't say you get can't hat. Do you know how many persons that have been victimized by this particular area out of giving some kind of medication that has expired, or maybe is exposed to some kind of condition and it has lost its strength or whatever? So they put it in you, instead of it serving the purpose, it even creating problem in your body. But this idiot stand here and say you get can't heart at the detriment of the people. Let's go ahead.
is, I was just telling now, yes, it's not having medication. That Apple low 90. I got a car, I got a car. So, let me open now.
Other people will know that he get a can't heart. My people, our system, every sector of our system is damaged. This old man called Joseph Newman Boakai has damaged everything. I'm telling you.
We move there, we're moving straight to where they have the treatment here. And nobody ever.
All right, stay with us. We are in here. This is the.
So this, as you can see, they have a face of a drugstore. You can see they have a face of a drugstore, but when you enter now, it's a different ball game.
This is it. We're coming to you live in this place.
You see, it's a different ball game.
You see?
we are indoor.
It's a
Big
different
C,
ball
what is
game. You
happening?
have customer base, attached. You can see your entire, you see the entire thing. You put God daily, everything here. See? So it's a different ball game. So now, when we packing all of this thing, you're packing, you start packing. It's love. Yeah, start packing. So it's a different ball game. A drugstore have their way, a private clinic. And they will come in. As suppose we're taking treatment here all, and that's how we arrive here. That's not everything here. And you see, our people come from here. And
Drugstore, but we need to note that they've been
You
permitting
see what
people
is happening?
come here and
to the ordinary people, but at the back where we come in, here they got a special room.
Are you seeing what we're talking about? Liberians, what you've done to yourself, you will feel the weight, and probably is going to serve as a lesson for us. These were some of the things that people got vexed with President We Are for, and they were singing, you give us 20%, we give you 0%. Medical practitioners that allowed themselves to be politicized. They were angry at President We Are because he said, look, our people deserve better, and you cannot do this to our people. So some of these doctors, some of these so-called big nurses, guess what happened? They went to these hospitals with anger. That's why you see when drugs are sent to the hospital, they will take it from the hospital and carry it to their private clinic. I want to show you something here. I want to show you something. I want to show you something here. Okay, so let me bring this here.
So as you want to pan the camera down more, you see vehicles
Let me show you
are
this.
already loaded and they are making their way out. Folks, we want to say welcome to.
This place was constructed under the leadership of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah, so that we can always have drugs there to be taken to the various medical centers across Liberia. We are going to play the video. I don't want you to believe me. I just want to lay the premise and I will allow you to listen. President Weah built this place and ensured that it must meet every medical requirement so that massive drugs can be kept here and from here shared to the various hospitals. Let's listen to this.
To LMTV, coming to you live from the Central Medical Store here in Caldwell. And this place, as you can see, was constructed by the Ministry of Health with support. So as you want to pan the camera down, and you see vehicles are already loaded and they are making their way out to carry drugs to various health facilities across the country. And this is exactly where you have stored this area. You know a bit of information about this place. I want to say welcome to LMTV. Good afternoon, and I say thank you. It's good to be back here. This is my second time coming here, and I see the atmosphere look good. The facility has changed. I feel the stay tight. When we came here, before you access this building, you have to do a fingerprint, and it's still the same. It's still in place. Yeah? Yes. So the
You see what President Weah put in place? This was done under the leadership of President Weah. You know, I did a post, right, And I said in that particular post that the plan of President Weah for 2024, if he was to win the election, President Weah was putting into play a mechanism where every mother or every woman, so to speak, that goes to any public hospital to give birth, that from the day one to the day she will give birth and she will walk away, that government will be able to pay for everything. That woman will not pay a single cent in as much as it is a public medical facility. I did that post, right? Let me show you the post. Let me show you that post. Let me see. I think that post is supposed to be here. I want to show you the post. You can share the video if you like. You can share the video if you like. Please help me to share. Please help me to share. Let me see. Let me get this here. I don't know why this is. But let me get this here. I think I did the post. Oh, just bear with me. I want to show you the post. Okay, fine. That's good. It's right here. So let me see. Let me see. Okay, the post is right here. I will go back to that. But let me share this post so that you can see. You see here? You see the post right here? I say His Excellency. And you see here? His Excellency President Dr. Weah was going to introduce a policy in 2024 that every woman who gives birth in a public hospital will be exempt from paying any fees. Here is it. So let's move this from here and come here. You see there? I had the opportunity to be around President Weah. Maybe he did not even know that I was there, but I was in an area where he was. And President Weah said something to somebody. That is the chief medical doctor, then Dr. Brown also of JFK. He said, tell me, how is it like people entering JFK, giving birth, how you guys take care of them? I'm not going to go in detail. And the doctor explained, say, Your Excellency, it's troubling. Sometimes women come to the hospital to give birth. They're supposed to come with, for example, some other stuff. I'm not going to name every stuff, but some of you who are mothers, you know what women carry to the hospital when they go in there to go and give birth. They'll either tell you maybe to bring lapo or to bring maybe something like cote or some other stuff, they are supposed to bring along with them. Maybe some kind of small blanket and so stuff like that. They're supposed to bring with them. And the doctor made us to understand that these things are not there. These things are not even there. You have people coming to the hospital at the end of the day, giving birth with some of these things that are supposed to be around there. It's not even there. And the sad part about it, he was very open. He said, some of these people come, we charge them. Some of them are supposed to pay maybe, for example, $4,000 to $5,000. Some of them $6,000. Some of them even get it. So he said, I think we can put in place a plan where every woman, whether they go to the hospital, maybe the only time that maybe they will be able to pay small thing, that will just be small, something very insignificant, will be, for example, maybe uh, when they are supposed to go through some kind of major stuff or so. Maybe after they have given birth and they are supposed to go through some kind of major surgery or whatever, then maybe the family will pay something small. But President Weah said that I think the social component of the government must be able to take care of every mother. I know some people may not share this video because what I'm saying is practical. But those of you who believe in the agenda of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah and support the CDC as a political institution for a better change, you will hit the share button. You will not hesitate to do what is right so that the information will spread. And thanks to those of you who are hitting the share button. So he said, they say Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. So President Weah said that what are we doing with the social component? We can put money inside. And he was talking to this medical doctor. He said, for example, the University of Liberia, the children are not paying fees. Even though some now, they can pay for other one or two things, maybe pamphlet or this other stuff, they can pay for some other small things. But the bigger portion has already been taken by the government. I think this is something in 2024 we can introduce to the people. Look, I'm talking this thing, I want to cry. Because I'm not taking you from they say, I'm telling you from first-hand information. Me, I am telling you. I was privileged to listen to it. Like I said, I don't know, maybe the president didn't even know that I was there. Because there will be other people, plenty of people around. So maybe, I was there. But that's not the issue. The issue is the information that I'm giving you. So he said to this person that we must have a hub where there must be drugs always for these hospitals. And that was the plan that President Weah was planning to put in place. 2024, he wanted to introduce this. That everybody who go to a hospital, or woman that go to a hospital to give birth, that she must not pay a dime and she must be given the proper treatment. And that's why you saw that they built this massive structure so that drugs can be stored there. Drugs can be there always. That the hospital will not go out of drugs. I don't want you to believe it. Let's play this video that we have here. I want to play this video. When we speak, let's speak with facts.
Issue of security is actually still a sin. But looking at the environment, I'm seeing that I'm here to give you the current look of this facility. But when we came this morning, we saw vehicles line up, and for different reasons, you understand that some vehicles coming directly from the Ministry of Health, and they're out of 15 seconds, you want to come back, Osa, because of the temperature in there is different. Drugs are actually intended to be stored in a very close and cool facility. So
as I was telling you about where drugs are supposed to be stored. So you have this makeshift structure around that the government was trying to clamp down on. That some of these nurses, imagine nurse own clinic, and the operating they can carry whole operation. Some of them carry on DNA, different treatment they carry on. Hydro C and other things that they have. One time, one other ball went to some kind of makeshift structure to say they're going to take out a hydro C. They cut him till he died. So the temperature, this makeshift structure, do they have the temperature? So don't believe me. I'm not a medical practitioner. By profession, I'm a classroom teacher. I'm a security personnel. You want to get paper for, I can readily show you. I say, everybody bring that paper, you stand up. They want to bring paper for. But these ones, we learn it. We do research on it. We listen to people. So listen here.
I'll hold you briefly, Aaron. I'll hold you because we got to usher in. Yes, certainly. Yeah, so let's usher in the leadership of our excellence, of Honorable Tato Luis Koto. Medicines and medical supplies are available in sufficient quantity to all of our 576 facilities across the country, major hospitals, the 36 hospitals across the country. So as we speak, distribution is presently ongoing. We are almost on 90% of the 2025 Q1 distribution. we are hoping to conclude the distribution process by the end of March. Administration is getting from this government.
Okay, so we
Let me
want to
just set this.
pause just.
You see a whole lot of drugs in stock,
Yes, sir.
and here you see on the other side, so
Yeah.
alphabetically, you will see B, and you see A, you see C, D, E, F. So they are arranged in that end code word.
You see that? So the CDC-led government had a place where drugs will be stored to ensure that all of the medical facilities that is operated by government, that is government owned, that always get drugs. And you see the video. But guess what happened? Do you know that these places now, politicians have now taken over, and the purpose for which it was built is no longer being used for that purpose? I will show you video. Don't believe what I'm saying. Look here.
And here they
Time we go out of stock. Everybody complaining revenue high in the country. We get plenty of drugs in the country right now. Let's talk in the colloquial way small.
So yeah, let me talk in the colloquial way. We got plenty medicine in the country. Yeah.
I was doing President Weah administration. So I want you to listen keenly. Now, this is what President Weah was doing for the health sector of the Republic of Liberia. To build a place that enough drugs will be so as to supply the various hospitals around. That no hospital will be out of drugs. But listen, don't listen to me. Listen to the people who are listening to me.
Last year, the government of the Republic of Liberia honored His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai were able to commit 4.7 million. Let me tell you, Maryland, most of the facilities already receive medications.
So we want you to take us around and show us these medications you're talking about.
Yeah.
We want to show our audience.
So you say,
what you're talking about firsthand, not just you talking about it, but showing us exactly what you
supplies which are still under verification.
But I see the IDA. What is the
IDA is the supplier.
Is the supplier?
Yes, is the
So you
supplier.
have different suppliers that
You see here?
Commodities exclusively procured by the government of Liberia.
Okay.
So for the Liberian population. So this is where we keep them.
So let me show you another video. I'm about to show you another video. He made mistake because this video was made in 2022. This video was made in 2022. So 2022, Joseph Newman Boakai can be, So this was made in 2022. So just so you know, let's move this from here and bring you another video where President Weah went to inspect the facility. So let me bring you the video. Okay. So we come there, but let me first of all show you when President Weah went to inspect the first medical oxygen plant in Liberia under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. That's what he was doing for the medical, how you call, fee. So here is it. Let me just play you this. Okay, just bear with me. Let me put this right here. All right.
government fight against COVID-19 and strengthening our health system. I've been further informed that the United States government is also supporting the World Health
So I will carry
Organization
this in front so that you can
establishing
see. This is Liberia's first medical oxygen plant under the regime of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah.
this is September.
What this is for your phone? You see that? This is the first oxygen plant built under the stewardship of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Look at it. Carry in front. You see that? All right. So I think I can move this from there now. I can move this. I just want you to see. And let me go somewhere to bring you something right here for you to also see when he met with health practitioners to listen to their problems. Just give me a minute. Okay. This is when President Weah met with health workers.
So we need decentralization of referral hospitals, at least to allow if the patient, if there is an emergency case, we cannot tow the patient in home or to put them in car or car, bring them in town or carry them to referral hospitals. At the end of the day, the patient will expire. And then some of the challenges also is lack of housing facility for health workers. If, for example, a health worker is employed in Grand Gila or Meriden or other rural area, at least there will be housing facility for the health worker because, like our bosses said, we are the front runners in terms of the health delivery system. More to that, we have lack of interpersonal relationship between the health workers and the patient. If you visit various facilities, you realize that if patient is on an emergency, or if the patient is already ill, sometimes the approaches from health practitioners to patient, it cannot be cordial, thereby worsening the situation on the patient. So at least the Ministry of Health or other health institution should organize a workshop that will educate health practitioners how to be having good customer service with the patient. Then we also have hospital administrators lacking medical background. If you visit most of those hospitals, let's say, or government hospitals, even private hospitals or clinics, you realize that administrators who are serving there, they do not have no medical background. So our argument is, if an emergency occurs,
That
where you don't
was
have doctor on
President Weah.
shift,
It
or
was
you don't
built
have a nurse,
under.
or you have the
Let
administrator.
me answer this question. Someone asked a question that I think is important for us to answer. It was built under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Yeah, it was built under President Weah. It was built under President Weah and not under Joseph Newman Boakai. That was in 2022. So 2022, it was when, they went there to do, if I was spooned, I went there to do that particular coverage. So 2022, Joseph Newman Boakai was not the president. So you can see that people were there and undermining, the administration. So you can see it. For that man to be there and say, oh yeah, Joseph Newman Boakai, when it was president, we are 2022, Joseph Newman Boakai was there. No. 2022, Joseph Newman Boakai was not there. He was not the president of Liberia. So that one is clear. I will show it to you. You see it for yourself. It was not built under Joseph Newman Boakai. It was built at the time that video was recorded under President Weah. So just so you know, thank you for the question. Thank you. So where were we? Where were we? We were here. Wow. Where's the video just now I was showing? I was showing a video not too long ago. Let me see. Okay, fine. So let me bring this video. So I hope I answer the question. I want to welcome Ishaka So. How are you? And thank you for joining us. Thank you so very kindly. So let's go to this video as we play it. And I want you to listen. Now, these were some of the advices, or these were some of the recommendations that were brought to the government extension. These are some of the recommendations. The health practitioner said some of the people then that are operating drugstore and things, they're not even health people. So President Weah set up a team to ensure that these, how you call, recommendations are implemented. It made some of the people vex. And some of the people that were saying, you give us 10%, we give you 10%. Some of them took their anger to these medical facilities. When they go to treating patient, you say, when they take drugs to these medical facilities, they will be brave enough to steal the drugs. Then when the patient go there and say no drugs, then when the patient crying, they say, but you say that the government where you want, and at the government where you say you want, and at the government you say you want no drugs now. What thing we do? We can't do anything. That's why you see the spokesman was talking about that interpersonal relationship between the medical people and that of the patients. This was under President Weah administration. That's why I'm showing it to you. It's not under Joseph Newman Boakai administration. So you see that other one making mistake. So let's go ahead and let's listen. Let me play for you to hear it for yourself. Some of their recommendations.
The executive members of NASA,
and if I will reach to the recommendation,
have
we'll show you
gone
some things.
through thorough assessment in various facilities and nursing institutions. Because mind you, we all nurses, we are working in the health facility, in some health facilities, even though some were dismissed, but we also figured out some challenges that the health workers were faced with. One, I think our bosses also, they mentioned some, so those things that they mentioned, I will not be mentioning it, but the one that they left out, I will also be mentioning that. Lack of decentralization of referral hospitals. Now, if you check in Liberia, you'll realize that the referral hospitals are in minority. We have the Tapeta Hospital, we have JFK, and I can't even remember another one so far. So we need decentralization of referral hospitals, at least to allow, if the patient, if there is an emergency case, we cannot tow the patient in home or to put them in car, bring them in town or carry them to referral hospitals. At the end of the day, the patient may expire. And then some of the challenges also is lack of housing facility for health workers.
Okay, so
if, for example, a health worker is employed,
he talked about lack of housing facilities for health workers, right? I will show you a video where President Weah was able to listen to these recommendations and he took practical approach. I don't want you to believe we can't there. Just hold this. Talk about housing facility, right? I will carry this back and I will bring you the video.
So far. So we need decentralization of referral hospitals, at least to allow if the patient, if there is an emergency case, we cannot tow the patient in home or to put them in car, bring them in town or carry them to the referral hospital. At the end of the day, the patient may expire. And then some of the challenges also is lack of housing facility for health workers. If, for example, a health worker is employed in Grand Gila or Meriden or other rural area, at least there will be housing facility.
So you hear them asking or making the recommendation to His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah about housing facility. And they are right. They were right. They are right. That there must be housing facility. Did President Weah listening to these recommendations or their plea at the time? Did President Weah listening to their plea at the time? I don't want you to believe it. Let's play a video that will be able to answer that question. Let me come right here and play this video and let's see. Because they talk about housing facilities for health workers across the country, right? So let's play the video.
Our counter direct, we are telling you the untold stories of Liberia. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. On today's edition, like I told you earlier on, we are in Tottenham, and to be precise, right by the government hospital. This is a government hospital right out there, and then you have the nursing's quarter of delivery in Africa, and to be precise, in Liberia is a serious issue. The qualifier or practitioners refuse to come to the rural area because sometimes where you're supposed to stay does not even look comfortable. So for that reason, you have them stay in Monrovia or some urban area where they feel more comfortable. So a few months ago, the government of Liberia dedicated these buildings right here, this housing unit for the medical staff here at the government hospital. So I want to check exactly what it is like. But I've been told that the administrators are not around, so I can do what I need to do, but they're not going to be speaking to me. So I'm just going to show you exactly what it is like. Keep watching. This is Counter Diary. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. Don't forget to hit the subscription button.
Was our question answered? These medical practitioners ask for a conducive living area for doctors across the country. Was our question answered? So President Weah began that particular initiative of building housing facilities. And they also talk about the increase in referral hospitals, right? Now, let's ask ourselves, was that also something that President Weah took into consideration? Was that something that he took into consideration to build more referral hospitals? I will bring you video also. I don't want you to believe it. I will bring you video. Let's listen to this as I prepare the video for you.
For the health worker, because one that is left out, I will also be mentioning that. Lack of decentralization of referral hospitals. Now, if you check in Liberia, you will realize that the referral hospitals are in minority. We have the Takeda Hospital, we have JFK, and I can't even remember another one so far. So we need decentralization of referral hospitals, at least to allow if the patient, if there is an emergency case, we cannot tow the patient in home or to put them in car, bring them in town or carry them to the referral hospital. At the end of the day, the patient may expire. And then some of the challenges also is lack of housing facility for health workers. If, for example, a health worker is employed in Grand or Meriden or other rural area, at least there will be housing facility for the health worker because, like our bosses said, we are the front runners in terms of the health delivery system. More to that, we have lack of interpersonal relationship between the health workers and the patient. If you visit various facilities, you realize that if patient is on an emergency, or if the patient is already ill, sometimes the approaches from health practitioners to patient, it cannot be cordial, thereby worsening the situation on the patient. So at least the Ministry of Health or health institution to organize a workshop that will educate.
Now, they talk about the decentralization of referral hospitals, right? Did President we are listening to the health workers? I want to ask you a question again. These medical practitioners talk about the decentralization, building more referral hospital. Did President we are listening to them? You see why it is important for leaders to have, meetings with the people who are in the sector? Because when you have meeting with these people, it is void of politics. So you can listen to what they have, what is burning their heart. But you get this old man called Joseph Numa Boakai, who since he took over have never had any interaction with any sector. Never. So how you expect this man to even change the lives of the people? Because when he's not even listening to these people, you think Joseph Numa Boakai will ever improve your life? No, because he's not even listening to you. So President, we are called these health people. And what did they say? They talk about housing unit. Did I show you housing unit? Yes. They talk about building more referral hospital. Did President Weah do it? I don't want you to believe. Let me play you video. Yaka. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Okay. Let's listen here.
Many years ago, when I at the pinnacle of my soccer career, I made a decision to leave Europe and play for a relatively
I will
unknown
just
team
carry
in
this
the
thing on because
UAE
basically I
called
just
Al
want to show you
Jazeera.
what are beautiful. That was done.
And who you must know was one based on the
This is a referral hospital that today is taking care of Bomi, Bapolu, Grand Cape Mount, and even some of our people from across the border, Sierra Leone, the 14 military hospital. But listen, I'll just show you a few video of it. Remember the health workers or the people who met President Weah in the health field. They talk about building more referral hospitals, right? This is the Emory Hospital that was built. Don't believe me. Let's go.
the boarding friendship I shared at the time with the then Crown Prince, His Excellency Hajj Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who this year become president of the United Arab Emirates. It was also based on the law.
President Weah's friend who became president of the United Arab Emirates decided to work along with him in order for us to have that modern hospital. Joseph Numa Boakai claimed that he get friends. Where Joseph Numa Boakai friends are? Oh, his friends are abstract. We can see them. No, I want to carry this back and I want you to listen to the voice of President Weah. The person who helped him in building the hospital. Who is that person? I don't want you to believe me. I will carry it back and I want you to listen. And maybe you did not capture it, but I want you to listen. Who is this person to President Weah? Listen to it. Let's carry it back for you to listen.
Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who this year, based on the boarding friendship I shared at the time with the then Crown Prince, His Excellency Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who this year become President of the United
The person here were decided that I will help Liberia to build a hospital here. The time here, President, we are our friend. They man were not president. President, we are said we're not president. When President we are became president, this man also became president and decided that man, you my friend. So I will help your country. Waiting Joseph Newman Boakai friend they doing for a agriculture in the agriculture sector. No, name me one Joseph Newman Boakai friend that can say, no, you know what? We get 50,000 hectares of land, farmland, and we plant rice there for Liberians. When you get this old crook who want to hide behind age, when we try to say, oh, the men are old men, yeah, the men are old men. They old crook here that want hide behind age and say you get friend. All your friend that are so crook. All his friends. Joseph Newman boy can get no contact, no friends. So that man is now almost 2 years going. Which one the friend and can say, okay, the agriculture sector will come and help in the agriculture sector. The road will come and help in the road. But you allow this crook to cajole you. You allow this crook to deceive you. Listen to President Weah, who this person is that decided to sign the Emory Hospital. I want you to listen to the voice.
Nahyan, who this year become President of the United Arab Emirates. It was also based on the law that I was shown to me by the Emirate citizen on the pitch, leaving Europe at that time, but my services were still being sought by many.
You see that? And then we get the Emory Hospital. Let's go ahead. See,
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen,
it's the Emory Hospital.
the inauguration of this Emirate Hospital today is the further manifestation of my government commitment.
When President Weah met with the medical practitioners, these were some of the things that they asked him for. Knowing very well that our budget is so small and cannot be able to do all of the things that they were asking for, he decided to go out to help. President Weah went out and brought things. Joseph Newman Boakai went out and I bring nothing. No. Let's discuss now. Let's talk. President Weah went out and brought things for us. 14 military hospital, PHP park, etc., etc. Joseph Newman Boakai went out. You tell us now what he brought to us. All the trips that he has made, the Liberian people money has been spent on this old man. At the end of the day, what has he delivered? Sorry. What has he delivered? You know, ask yourself, what has he delivered? Hmm? What has he delivered? President Weah went out and he brought tangibles. He brought things. But then ask yourself. So I want you to ask yourself. I want us to ask ourselves. So Joseph Newman Boakai went out. What did he bring for us? Because this man boasted that he has friends. This man boasted of friends that he's having around the world. So Joseph Newman Boakai own a friend there that Mami Wata we can see them. That ghosts we can see them. No. We can see them. So you see what was happening in the medical sector. President Weah approached to ensure that our people get quality health. The people who should have work along with President Weah so that at the end of the day, that dream can be a reality. Guess what happened? They refuse. They undermine him. You gave us 20%, we gave you 0%. Some of them got angry because they were operating makeshift structure around, and the government decided that you cannot be doing this. Our people deserve better. They deserve better. Some of them got angry. Oh, that one you are talking, okay, we see now. We honor man. So you put your people life at risk only because the government is telling you to do the right thing. Now, as we speak now, these people who were angry bunch of people, now all of them now in the health system, they're killing our people. The medical malpractices that is happening is so rampant under Joseph Newman Boakai government because the people that he was using as politicians to undermine the Weah-led government, they there now. They there now. Now they are there. Now they are there. They are now the health practitioners now. They are the health practitioners. And guess what is happening? They have come now to infest the system. They are now infesting the system because they don't care about you. Like Joseph Newman Boakai, who doesn't care about you. This man who lied to you. This man who is a pathological liar. The other people too follow his footstep. The other people follow his footstep. He lied to you from the very beginning. The man's a liar. So he gave a hang about you. The amount of medical malpractices that are happening is concerning. The Liberia Medical and Dental Council that is supposed to be proactive. These idiots are not proactive. Oh yes, I say idiots. I do not regret me using that word, idiots. Because these people are being paid by taxpayer money. They're sitting down. These people should be on the field like it was done under the Weah administration, inspecting and making sure that every health facility in Liberia, that the people who are there, they have the required document to be there. That's how it's supposed to be. These people are not supposed to only be sitting down in offices, cranking their legs. What happened to the inspection team? What happened? The inspection team that was put in place by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh, we have to inspect the health facility. What become of them? They took all of them from on the team because they think that these people are seditious. When you bring politicians in professional setting, and these people are not professionals because there are politicians who are professionals that I know. But when you bring politicians instead of professionals, that's what become. So at the end of the day, they took all of them. The people there, inspecting, they are seditious. So you took them. So today, the hospitals now are vulnerables. Nobody checking on them. What do you expect? Any Joe Blow will come from anywhere, take injection, juke in you, before you go low, something happen. Anybody will just take nerve and open your stomach and cut in you. So the Liberia Medical and Dental Council should ensure that every hospital, clinic, or whatever meet that requirement to operate as a medical place or to even sell paracetamol. But it is not happening because at the end of the day, you use politics to make the government unpopular. These were the people who were singing. He gave us 20%, we gave you 0%. Oh yeah, we get a clip here. Let me see if I can bring the clip. Let me see if I can bring that clip. But they were singing, give us 20%, we gave you 0%. See, let me try and see if I can bring it. Just bear with me. Let me see. I don't know. if I have it. I'm supposed to have it here. Let me see. You know, I like to play this video for our people to hear and to see what we are talking about. So just bear with me. Sometimes, that's how it is, because some of these things are not readily lined up. But as the need be, we just play them so that our people can hear it, so that our people can know that what we are saying, we are not saying it because we just want to say it, but we are saying it because uh, they are the facts, and we have the records to prove that yes, these things were said. Oh yeah, let me play here for you. We have it here. So let me play it here for you. Just bear with me. Let me bring it here for you so that you can see what we are talking about and hear it for yourself. Oh yeah. Okay. hmm So listening to them. Yeah.
We tell you 0%. We have another vote. No medication in the hospital. We have another vote. No new employment. We have another vote. You give us 100%. We tell you 0%.
Yeah. And you hear these people. Let me play again for you to hear it.
You give us 100%. We tell you 0%. You give us 100%. We tell you 0%. We have another vote. No medication in the hospital. We have another vote. No new employment. We have another vote. You give us 100%. We tell you 0%.
Yeah. These are the people that were used by politicians to undermine the agenda of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. Your agenda to undermine yourself. Please. You see that? So these are people, fellow Liberians, that undermine you. They think they were doing it to President Weah. Today, the people who are saying you get 20%, they leave you now, you are vulnerable. The people killing you in hospital. Hospital that you're supposed to go and receive medical treatment. You are going there now, coming outside with different sickness. They in the hospital now, they're damaging people. At the end of the day, they say, oh, we'll find another person 5,000, we'll find another person this. You see what is happening? You were used against your own interests, not against the interests of President Weah, not against your own interest, against your own interest. You see what is happening to you? Today, your children are now the victim of the song that you were singing yesterday. He gave you 20%, we gave you 0%. They want, hey. Today, innocent Liberians are now victimized. You thought you were doing this to President Weah. You have this old man who has taken over. At the end of the day, he has done nothing to improve the health sector. This man lied to the Liberian people and said all of the hospitals in Liberia, they get drugs now. All according to him. But when you're listening to people complaining that the hospitals are completely empty, I can play you videos. Hospitals are empty. That people don't even have the means to come to work because the only bus that they had under the regime of President Weah broke down. This man does not care about the health sector of Liberia because he feels that he's now the president. Whoever that is sick, they will travel out of Liberia and go seek advanced medical treatment. You see how wicked this man is? You see how wicked this old man is? When we're talking to other people in the area, this man is brave enough to go to other countries and seek medical attention, which is very good for him. But what happened to the people who gave you the power? What will it take you to ensure that we have drugs in these hospitals? That these hospitals meet up, they are up to standard. You can use $1.5 million to put it in car to go and sit down in a car. But you're able to spend even $200,000 on medical facility. The Emory Hospital, the last time I listened to Amara Kone were crying. How in fact the hospital has been abandoned. How the Emory Hospital has been abandoned because that was doing President Weah time, it was built. So they abandoned it. The budgetary allocation is Amara Kone himself was saying it. It's not me. Me and I representative for or senator for Bapolu. Amara Kone, he was crying that the hospital has been abandoned. You see what we are talking about? You see the wickedness towards the Liberian people? Now they they decide to jump after the PHP park. They want to destroy it. These people are noted for destroying everything and anything that has to do with you and myself. Anything that resembles the downtrodden progress, they will go against it. Anything that resembles us, anything that is a symbol of uniting us, anything that is a symbol that will look at to say, but if John Brown can do this one, we ourselves we can do it. They will go after it, going after the legacy of His Excellency President Weah. But you are not going after that. You are going after the Liberian people. You are going after the Liberian people. I'm listening to the LTC, I don't know, LT or whatever they call themselves. How the cable is passing under the how you call the place PHP park. So they want to break it down. So you can reroute. You can reroute. You know the economic value that particular facility is bringing to that community. Do you know the economic value is bringing? The last time that Joseph Newman Boakai they were charging $500 for people to enter that place, where the money will be going? You see, look, the people are becoming too wicked to the extent that look, we have to talk. Every time we must talk. When we have the time, we need to talk. No, we don't need to give up. Don't care who watching, who not watching. They will watch. Who tell you they didn't watch it? They can watch it. Who tell you they can watch it? Leave that thing. They can watch. They can watch it. You see, the wickedness towards President Weah is so deeply rooted in Joseph Newman Boakai's system that he don't want to see anything that has to do with President Weah. Y'all go break down the PHP part. Leave with me alone. Y'all go break it down. Y'all will answer to the Liberian people. Are listening to one other fool, one other idiot, who in a serious country that man will not even be in government. A man like Eugene Fagon talking nonsense. That particular place there, that particular spring fee, air fee there, that place need to be broken down. Go break it down, Fagon. Go break it down. Idiot, go and break it down. Since Fagon is stupid, saying that sense, go break it down. That's just that human boy can listen to. Y'all go and break it down. Y'all go and break it down. Me and you man want you go sell today and go break it down. Y'all go and go break it down. You see, they are so stupid to the extent that they have forgotten the reality. In fact, that place there, that the place F is supposed to be in the heart of the city or one of the most populated area of our city. No. Let's take now a reality. Let's forget about the nonsense that Fagon is talking because Fagon is a psychopath. He's an idiot. So let's even forget about it. But let's ask a realistic question. You think FE supposed to be down there? That place supposed to be a place where people will be learning? The environment alone, over the time, that place is so now crowded. All around there, you get people building. All around there, people build. Let's even forget that the park was not even there. No, take the park from there because it's just one small portion. Take the park from there. But the people who are living around the Springfield airfield there, the people who are living around there, do you think that place is conducive now for a plane to be landing down there? Do you think it's conducive? No, let's be realistic now, my people. Is that place spacious enough? But you get foolish people like Eugene Fagon that will sit down and they will talk nonsense. Somebody, I want to say you are highly welcome joining us there from Gambia. Let's welcome some of our people that have joined us. I want to use this time to appreciate you. I want to appreciate D. Dara Salif. Thank you so much. Following us there from his comfort zone around zone 5. I want to say you are highly welcome. He's my brother. He's a professional colleagues. We work together. Uh, I want to say I appreciate your presence here, Dara's colleague. Thank you, Dara Salif. Thank you for joining us. I want to also welcome Tara. Sorry. Tara, you're highly welcome. Tara Saki, thank you for joining us, even though you do not agree with us. But I want to say thank you for following us. Marcus James Odabe, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. I like the question you asked, Marcus. Where play now we're talking that Allah. So name the place. I know the other one you're saying not true. The other one you're saying not true. I want to welcome my sister Nina Quia. How are you, Mama? I want to say you are highly welcome. I want to welcome Fatumata Wright. Thank you so much for joining us. Williams Masekwe, thank you so much. I appreciate your presence here from Allentown in Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining us. Claudia Allison, how are you, Mama? I appreciate you. Love you so much. Thank you. Siafaya, how are you? Shelton, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate your presence here. It's always a privilege for joining us. We say you are highly welcome. S. Gadier, Yude, uh, Willie, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Juje, how are you? AB, how are you? Thank you so much, AB Kobwe. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you for joining us. Ishaka So, we appreciate you. Nelson, we want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you for your presence here. I mean, all of you, we appreciate all of you. So this is where we find ourselves. You get these people who told us that they have Liberia at heart. They are now there. They have abandoned the people. They have abandoned the people. These people lied their way to power. So right now, the lie have caught up with them. So you can see that the hatred for President Weah and for anything that resembles the struggle of the masses, they will come against it. Telling you, oh, Drain Springfield FE will come and break it down. Go break it down. Oh man, you don't even tell. You just go and go break it down. Just go and go break it down. James Springfield FE that been there since I don't know when. That now the entire place is now a community. Do you know the health implication of having that place down there? Especially with the growing population in that area. That a place you're supposed to get that place there. You get plenty of area all around on the highway. Cape Town Highway will get area. Different area will get places there. Vast land. That government can take to me with another Springfield. Then you can sit down and say, yeah, that a place will come in. Because you see, the bay one small, how you call the place park. So you're angry. Because you think that President Weah name is attached to it. So let's break it down. Let's destroy it. Go and destroy it. Somebody will come and say, the how you call it, the cable point is passing under the PHP. Let's break down the PHP. Go break it down. Go and go break it down. Go and go break it down. You cannot reroute. No, you can't reroute. They are talking about they need somewhere around 200,000 to reroute it. Joseph Newman Boakai is sitting down in $1.2 million car. Let me that you need 200,000 money as compared to what that particular place is bringing to the government. Do you know the economic value that it is bringing? The first slave that he has given to that particular area? Why are people, why is Joseph Newman Boakai so wicked, this old man? Why is he so wicked? Well, fellow Liberians, sometimes all we can do is what we are doing to give you the information, to tell you of what is happening. Again, they wake up with their yellow machine story to tell you that these people are criminals. This yellow machine story, when they first begin with the story, it was not easy around here. Now, the press coming down small, small. That's why I say we need to continue to talk. The more we talk is the more we expose these criminals. Because the head of this government doesn't care about you. Joseph Newman Boakai have come to rescue himself and not the Liberian people. But my people, time is important and it's of essence. We got to do other stuff. You know, we are also doing other things. And time cannot permit us to do more than the hours that we have gone. But again, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Until we meet again, hopefully maybe this evening or whatever the time is, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And have yourself a God bless day.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You'll see a Liberia that will give you hope. You'll see a Liberia where corruption will be a thing of the past.